Your weeds are about to lose their job forever, because what if I told you that you could turn any tired garden bed into a self-maintaining, nutrient-rich, weed-proof powerhouse in just 15 minutes, using nothing more than 2 simple seeds, no gadgets, no chemicals, no weekend-stealing chores, and yes, your kids might finally eat vegetables they actually grew themselves. Let's break down the exact system gardeners everywhere are falling in love with, right here on Timeless Crops Haven. Most people think gardening is a fight against weeds, a fight against dry soil, a fight against constant fertilizing, but the truth is, your garden is fully capable of caring for itself if you set up the right foundation. That foundation begins with 2 seeds that act like nature's most efficient garden crew, phacelia and buckwheat. These plants grow fast, work hard, die naturally, and leave behind a blanket of nutrient-rich mulch that feeds your soil without lifting a single tool. They block sunlight before weed seeds can sprout. They loosen compacted soil. They pull minerals from deep below. They attract pollinators from the moment they bloom. And all you did was scatter 2 handfuls of seeds. Phacelia is the quiet workhorse no garden should be without. It grows with purpose, pushing roots nearly 3 feet into the ground. Those deep channels break up dense layers, pull minerals upward, and open pathways that improve water flow and oxygen movement long after the plant is gone. Above the soil, phacelia forms a thick canopy that shuts out sunlight. Without sunlight reaching the soil surface, weed seeds simply stay asleep. No germination, no weeds, no weekend wasted. When phacelia finishes its cycle, it doesn't need cutting or clearing. It collapses naturally into a soft, nutrient-rich mulch made of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, the exact nutrients vegetables crave. While phacelia is preparing the foundation beneath the surface, buckwheat bursts into action above it. It sprouts in about 3 days. Within a week and a half, it shades the soil. By 3 weeks, it forms a complete living carpet that smothers weeds before they even think about showing up. Buckwheat's roots naturally release phosphorus, one of the most important nutrients for strong vegetable development. That early boost gives your future crops the jumpstart they need. Just like phacelia, buckwheat ends its life gracefully. It finishes its 8 to 10 week cycle, softens, collapses, and becomes a gentle mulch layer that keeps the soil cool and slows evaporation. Dry spots disappear. Watering gets easier. The bed starts maintaining itself. And you haven't even planted your vegetables yet. You know, the real magic happens because these plants just complement each other perfectly. Buckwheat grows fast, but it doesn't last long. Phacelia, on the other hand, grows a bit slower but works for months. So when you plant them together, buckwheat becomes your instant weed shield, while phacelia quietly grows underneath, getting ready to take over as soon as the buckwheat fades away. This teamwork, it creates a seamless cycle of coverage. No gaps, no bare patches, no weed explosions. Their root systems, well, they explore different depths. Their flowers bloom at different times, making sure pollinators stick around for weeks. And when both finally settle back into the soil, the mulch they leave behind is richer and more diverse than anything you could buy in a bag. So, to start this system, just wait until the final spring frost has passed and the soil feels warm. Honestly, that's all the prep you need. Skip the tilling. Tilling actually brings buried weed seeds right up to the surface. Instead, simply rake away any debris to expose clean soil. For a 100 square foot area, you'll need about ½ ounce of phacelia and 1 ounce of buckwheat. Mix the seeds thoroughly with 3 times their volume in fine sand or sifted compost. This simple step really helps the seeds scatter evenly. Then, just walk slowly across your garden bed and broadcast the mixture by hand in a wide, relaxed motion. Once the seeds fall, rake the surface gently so they make contact with the soil, but stay close to the top. Phacelia especially needs light to germinate, so your raking should never go deeper than about 1/4 inch. Finish with a gentle watering using 1 gallon of water for every 10 square feet. During the first week, water lightly once a day. After that, water every 2 or 3 days unless temperatures spike. Once the roots establish, both plants become surprisingly drought-tolerant. Within 7 days, you'll notice a soft green sheen across the soil as buckwheat wakes up. By week 2, it stands several inches tall, cooling the ground beneath. Phacelia joins at a slower pace, weaving itself between buckwheat stems. By week 3, your soil disappears completely under a lush, weed-proof canopy. Any weeds that once demanded constant effort are now sealed off from sunlight and quietly smother out of existence. By the 4th week, buckwheat blooms with delicate white flowers. Bees, butterflies, and beneficial insects flood in, bringing your entire garden to life. Beneath them, phacelia rises in strength. By the end of the 2nd month, buckwheat starts to fade. That's when phacelia takes the spotlight, lifting its deep blue-purple flowers and continuing to enrich the soil. By the 3rd month, both plants begin to soften and fall naturally. This is not a mess. It's nature doing exactly what you want. Stems break down into mulch, leaves become compost, earthworms gather to celebrate. The soil grows dark, rich, and sweet with life. To plant your vegetables, simply open a small pocket in the mulch and tuck your seedlings in. They'll grow in some of the healthiest soil they've ever experienced. There's a moment kids never forget, the moment they push aside that soft mulch, dig a small hole, and plant a seedling in soil they helped create. Watching plants sprout, grow, bloom, and become compost sparks curiosity. Ownership turns into pride, pride turns into excitement. And suddenly eating vegetables is no longer a chore. It's a victory. Many families report their children snacking straight from the vines without being asked. That's the magic of involvement. This 2-seed method is one of the simplest, most powerful hacks a busy family can use. It saves money, it ends weeding, it improves soil naturally, it creates a garden kids want to be part of, and best of all, it turns a few minutes of effort into months of results. If you found this guide helpful, make sure you subscribe to Timeless Crops Haven and share this video with anyone dreaming of an easier, more abundant garden.